everyone, I am Varshini on Varshiniverse with my very first edu video, and in today's video I am gonna talk about web development. I have shared the roadmap to pursue web development and also discuss HTML course, and in the end there is a project tutorial too, so make sure you watch till end. Usually while starting web development, we often search the way on different platforms, which shows way many resources. So don't get confused by seeing all of them. In this video, I'll give a clear detail about it. Whenever we talk about web development, we should know two things, front end and back end. Front end is a part with which user interacts. Like you can see in the YouTube, the videos appearing on the screen, the text, whichever things appearing on the screen are the part of front end. We're coming to back end. It's about how YouTube processes the videos. On click, how the video gets played and all. These are the part of back end. So the one who do front end are front end developers and the one who do back end are back end developers. Full stack developers are those who do both. Step 1 for becoming a web developer is learning front end, which includes HTML, CSS and JavaScript. These might sound little weird for the one who just started coding. Don't worry, let me simplify them. HTML is used to make a structure of a website, and to style it we use CSS. To define logic we use JavaScript. For example, HTML is like the empty room and its structure or layout is made by using it. Now adding colors, furniture, switches are done by using CSS. Functioning of appliances in the room by clicking the switches is done by the logic defined by JavaScript. Learning these three technologies let you become a front-end developer. I have divided HTML into three levels from level 1 to level 3. In this video, we will be discussing level 1 with a project. Coming to CSS, you really don't have to master it or do a separate course. V3 School's Bootstrap websites might help you in pursuing CSS. All you have to know are some very basic tags like margin, padding, color, background, borders, etc. By doing many projects, you will get hands-on experience on CSS. So do not waste time on it. Same with JavaScript too. Comment down below if you need a separate video on JavaScript. After completely learning all these technologies and pursuing the front end, you can do projects like cloning the famous websites like Netflix, calculators, etc. and making your own portfolio, simple multiplayer games like tic-tac-toe and basic responsive e-commerce website. Moving to next step, which is backend. It is always recommended to learn Node.js. You can use the JavaScript learned in frontend in backend too. Also, you need to learn database. MongoDB is a database which stores data in non-tabular form. I recommend you to not go in detail if you are a beginner. And next step is to make full stack projects using front-end, back-end and database. And finally, learn to host it. And make sure you at least make 2 full stack projects and you are good to go. The final and last thing all you have to learn is front-end frameworks. I recommend React.js as we are learning JavaScript from front-end to back-end. I hope you got some clear info by now. So let's get started with the HTML course. Before starting this course, we need a text editor to perform the course. I recommend VS Code for seamless process. Download link is in the description. Do check it out. As said before, I have divided it into 3 levels from level 1 to level 3, and now we are discussing the level 1. This is a very basic HTML page. Once let's go through it. You can see there is .type HTML. This tells the browser that you are using HTML5, and also you can see that the code starts with HTML and ends with #HTML. This says that /HTML is the end for the code. You can see the thing title where I have written calculator clone. This is the project we are going to discuss later. So this calculator clone will be observed in the browser, and you can see the head. This is the container for metadata. What is metadata? We will be discussing in a project. In body, we write all the data which will be rendered by the browser. All the things appearing in the browser in the front-end website will be written in body. You can see I have written there is div tag. Here we write all the inputs and contents. And here are some very quick points you should know before doing the project calculator clone. You can see tag P. You can observe that all the tags are written in angular brackets. This is the indication that they are tags. The tag P is a paragraph tag where you can write the paragraphs. And the div tag is used as container for HTML elements. The form tag is used to create an HTML form for user input. The form tag lets the user give inputs. Headings are of 6 types, H1 to H6. And that H1 is like main title, and that goes on like small paragraph. To comment in a HTML code, all you have to do is pressing command and slash in Mac, and in Windows control and slash. And there you can comment the HTML code. HTML is not case sensitive. So if you write the tag whether in small letters or capital letters, it will take as same. It is not a case sensitive. We are going to start our project tutorial calculator clone. Before performing tutorial calculator clone, let us create a folder here. Let's name it project tutorial 1. And as I said before, we need to perform code in VS Code, Visual Studio Code. Now this is the home page of Visual Studio Code. Before it, you need some extensions. You can see here HTML snippets and live preview. So now let us open the file which we already created, project tutorial 1. Now here there is this icon. Pressing that, we can add our file index.html. Usually we name homepage and as index, and we write extensions with a dot after file name. So let us learn some basics in index.html. Type HTML, you get these options. We choose HTML 5, which is the latest version, and you get whole body. Here you can name the title, which will be seen on browser search, project tutorial 1. So firstly, let me explain the head part, which contains the metadata. As I said before, we comment by pressing command slash. So this is how the comment runs. This metadata line refers that it transfers into 8 bits, and this line refers that the compatibility for different browsers. Like you can see IEH, this is the Internet Explorer or Microsoft Edge, and this line refers for compatibility for different devices. Now let us add one line in metadata, which is link fav icon. Here you can add any image, and this image will be shown beside browser name, which is project tutorial 1. As you can see, here is index.html and there is this icon. In the same way, when we make the website in browser, you can see here the project tutorial 1, which we gave as a title, and this image will be shown here, and we write code in body. So now let us start tutorial calculator clone by writing the code. Before it, we need to make another file, style.css. So here we will be doing the styling part of the website. Let us link the CSS, link style.css. Now we have linked the style sheet with the home page. Let us write the code.